If you're a fan of the draft, which you probably are since you clicked on this video, you've heard of the name Joe Alt before. Alt has always been a highly touted player since he started for Notre Dame, but does he meet the hype? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Alt was recruited and initially played as a tight end for Notre Dame, but quickly switched to the offensive line. Standing in at a menacing 6'8" and 325 pounds, Alt certainly fits the bill as a starting left tackle. As a former tight end, his athleticism is off the charts for a tackle. His straight line speed is some of the craziest I've ever seen. He's asked to pull off for Notre Dame, and he gets to the other side of the line in a flash, paving the way for his running back. He's also great at getting to the second level on combo blocks and gets out quickly on screen plays. Alt is also a very good inline run blocker, using his good hand placement and leverage to create running lanes. He's very polished in this regard and should be an instant boost to any team's run game immediately. He rarely makes mistakes in this facet of the game and can be trusted to execute any block. If I were to nitpick, there are plays where if a defender gets a good strike against him, he can get pushed back and lose his leverage. In the passing game, Alt is a bit more inconsistent. He shows that he is capable of defeating every pass rush attack, but there are times where he slips up. The most frequent way he loses is against stronger edge rushers who can knock him off his anchor. I do want to say that this is rare. Alt wins almost all of his reps, but this does come up enough that it is worth mentioning. Alt is still an elite pass blocker. I just think he is a bit more raw than what he's being made out to be. He still will be able to pass block most players day one from the tackle position. For pro comp, Alt reminds me of a more refined Nate Solder as a prospect. Solder was another huge athletic tackle that was a menace in space. Solder went 17th overall, but part of that was due to his rawness. Alt is much more advanced as a player than Solder was. For draft range, Alt will be one of the first tackles taken off the board. He is the perfect scheme fit anywhere. His selection will come down to preference. However, with so many tackle-needy teams like the Titans, the Jets, and the Chargers picking the top 10, it's hard to see Alt falling past them. And that's the 2-minute drill.